Good afternoon. Sometimes siblings can be overshadowed by each other. That maybe there's a younger sibling who feels like the older one is always out front on everything. They're the ones that are doing everything first, and so the younger one feels overshadowed by all of the things that the older sibling is doing. Even though parents look at their children and they love both of them the same, there's some thought inside the mind of the younger that they're always going to be in the shadow. They're always going to be viewed by what the older has done. Maybe that happens in classrooms as well. Everybody kind of knows who the really exceptional students are, the students that excel. They seem to be having their hands up all the time, answering questions. They're the ones that are done with the tests first. They're the ones that hand in the assignments ahead of time. They're the students that everybody recognizes is doing really well, and yet all the rest of the students can feel like they're in the shadow of that exceptional student. At work, it's the same thing. There's a recognition that some people just excel at their job. They just do it so well, and everybody else just kind of lives in their shadow. Everybody else is just kind of caught up in they're not quite that person. It can happen in all different parts of our lives. We can feel like we're absorbed by somebody else, whether it be by the greatness of them or the accomplishments of somebody else. Whatever it might be, we can feel like we're less than, like we're nobody because that person is somebody. But that's not the way it is when it comes to the things of God. In fact, you and me, we want to be underneath somebody else, because if God were to view us as individuals, He sees us as sinful. He sees us as having fallen short of everything that He commands. And so we need somebody who is better than we are, somebody who's stronger than we are, somebody who can accomplish more than we ever could. Paul tells us who that person is. Colossians chapter 3, verse 3. For you died, and your life is hidden with Christ in God. Your life is hidden with Christ. That when God looks at you, He sees Jesus. When you are living out your life, you are living that life consumed by Christ. That Christ Jesus has absorbed you and has covered you, and that Christ Jesus, because of what He has done, has declared you not guilty. So that when God looks at you, He sees Jesus. That your life is hidden with Christ, so that the things that can be said about Him can also be said about you. That you are perfect because of Christ. That you are forgiven because of Christ. That you are going to heaven because of Christ. Your life is hidden with God, hidden with Christ in God. Until we see each other again, the Lord's blessings on your day.